Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the upcoming race for the Austrian Grand Prix that will happen this weekend in the Red Bull Ring. Now, firstly, I do apologise about my voice. I do have a little bit of a throat infection, but before we get into talking about the Austrian Grand Prix, here is the schedule for Friday. Here is the schedule for Saturday. And here is the schedule for Sunday. Now, when you talk about the Austrian Grand Prix, I suppose the track itself, for me, it's not the most entertaining track to spectate at, but one of the things about the track is that it is a very fast-flowing track. Now, I know they put that dirty chicane in the middle of the straight, and I get it, and I understand why they did it, but I think it does genuinely break up to show how interesting the track was. Now, when we look at who do I think is going to perform well there, well, look at last year's winner, Pecco Bagnaia, only just by half a second from Quartararo, Miller, Marini, Zarco, and Aleix Espargaro. Brad Binder on the KTM in 7th, and Alex Rins on the Suzuki in 8th. Now, to be fair and honest, I think it's definitely going to be a Ducati circuit. Should it say drier, there's no surprises. Which Ducati is it going to be? I think there's going to be a three-way battle, if I'm very honest, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Bezzecchi give it to Bagnaia after the mistake that he made in Silverstone. He needs to try and recover it. You can't also count out either Brad Binder or Aleix Espargaro. Aleix Espargaro is going to be full of absolute confidence after his stunning victory in Silverstone, and you know, with good reason that he will have the confidence. There's also talk that the Aprilia team may run the carbon fiber chassis, so it will be interesting to see what goes on there. One of the things I personally will be watching out for as a Yamaha fan is where will Fabio Quartararo finish? Now, this circuit is not like most circuits. It is a fast and flowing circuit that's constantly, the speed is constantly kept up. There's no major hard acceleration zones. Maybe out of, I think it's turn 4 now, but it was the old turn 2. But I think now it will be interesting to see where exactly the Yamaha is and how exactly the problems in the chassis. I think this is the circuit that it will show up on if it is really that bad. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see. There's another few riders, all right, with Marc Marquez and co. Be interesting to see how he approaches this weekend. How does Alex Marquez also get on? Will Vinales be in the picture? I know it's not one of his favorite circuits since he went straight on turn 1 a couple of years ago with brake failure. But the other thing that I will be looking out for is how Jorge Martin gets on. You know, he does need a big weekend as well. He's a little bit left in the dust by Pecco and them at the weekend in Silverstone, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. So for fastest man on Friday, I'm going to go a little bit against the grain of what I said on this, and I'm going to go with Brad Binder for P1 on Friday. But I'd definitely love to know your thoughts. Who is going to be the fastest man on Friday? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow after practice.